Hey guys, what's up? What's up is a 1.25 pound ribeye fixing to go on the grill. And we did a mini harvest yesterday. Well, you saw that. I was out there getting them bamboo frames and stuff. This is, oh, look how pretty that stuff is, guys. There's the Steve-O label right there. There's the Steve-O label right there. Yeah. Steve's Natural Honey with a little smiley bee. Yeah. I got, I don't know, we'll go back out there and see, but I think this was like 5 frames. So I've got 2 in the pantry. And out of them 5 frames, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 13, 14, 15 jars with my label on them. Let's go out back here and I'll show you the what's going on with cleanup. Yeah, we're going to be doing these. We're going to be doing these little mini harvests. I don't know, every week or every other week, all the way till probably October 30. And then we're going to leave them with a good batch to winter over. Otherwise, we're just going to be buying sugar if we don't. And if we don't do nothing, we're going to starve out all our bees, and we don't want that. No, we don't want to pull. We don't want to pull anything stupid like maybe Joe would do, right? No, we don't want to do that. So here's a little cleanup program they're doing right now, the girls. Here's the frames we got. Yes, to the bamboo frames. These were all sloppy wet time I did a scrape and drain. Yeah. Scrape and drain on these puppies. I think I had 1 plasticell. But here's the bucket. You've seen me build this bucket. I got the 4 screws on it, but this, the holes in the bottom, I melted those in, as you remember, with a little hot melt glue. I mean a wood burner. Yeah. This little honey gate, I got 2 of them real cheap on Amazon. That thing worked out just slick. Slicker than owl snot, yeah. I just set this out. There was probably almost, not quite 16 ounces in this bottom of this thing. The bucket was, you know, all wet on the inside. So I went in the shop here, I added water to it, and yeah, they're just starting to find this. This has been out here this morning. I put this out about an hour ago, and the girls are really cleaning this up. You can see the bottom, the holes. You can see all the holes I put in that bottom of this thing for drainage. This thing worked out so slick. And I put a 5-gallon paint strainer in this one, and I pulled the bag out and let it hang here. But with all the honey and the weight started coming down, it kind of sagged down with the honey and all, and just the bottom of the net was sitting in the honey. I had the honey was up to about here, so we got 15-16 pounds of honey out of these few frames that we pulled yesterday. These will go right back in. These are going to go right back into the hive. This is so clean up, nice cleanup. You don't waste any honey doing this. What little bits dripping down here on this tarp down here, the bees are picking that up too and carrying it back. They will clean them cappings up nice and dry for you. They'll dig right down into those cappings, and it works. So I didn't show a video of me actually, you know, processing the honey. I'll do that on another video, but it's so easy to do, guys. If you guys hobbyists, don't go crazy running out there buy spinners and stuff and all that craziness. No, don't do that. Make your scrape and drain bucket like Steve-O did. I've got a video on it, how I built it. So I got 2 of them. So if I start getting in as season goes and this pepper pops, Steve-O might have to get 2 more of these buckets rigged up. Now next season, Martin has sourced a 4-frame extractor, stainless steel. Got a super buy on it, and it's a hand crank. It can take 4 deeps. Yeah, it's one that you got to flip the frames on it, but it's no big deal. No big deal. You shut it off, and I've got a motor for it. I can get into a 4-frame extractor, guys, very cheap, and they're out there. I haven't seen any down here, but he went on Facebook in Michigan and found that, and I guess the guy wasn't too far from his place, and he picked it up for me, and he even had a stand on it. So we'll set up for 25 on that, 25 on that one, get that thing set up. But in the meantime, just do scrape and drain. I mean, it's so simple. It's, you know, even Brain Dead Joe could do it, okay? And maybe even Nasty Nancy could do it. So anyway, yeah. Oh, look at here. Look at here. Getting lots of these. A lot of harvest. Yeah, I give these away for... There's another one. I think there's like 4 in here. It's like an Easter egg hunt. Yeah, it's like an Easter egg hunt. There's more in there. I think there's 4 in here I saw the other day. Anyway. So, quickie video today. I just thought I'd show you that little mini harvest that we did. And, hey, it's cabbage palm honey. That's thin. I got checked it with my refractor. I'm 20.5%. That's possibly it could ferment, but I'm just tell my people I'm using it. Most of this, all this is going out for my rent people, where they're giving me locations on their land. Yeah, they can just consume it quickly or make a barbecue sauce. I'll tell you what, guys, you want an excellent barbecue sauce? Take honey and Heinz 57 steak sauce, 2 ingredients. Mix those 2 together. Paint that stuff on ribs, chicken, grilled chicken, whatever. Oh my goodness, you can sell tickets to that event. I'm not kidding you guys. Tip from Steve-O today. Yeah, barbecue sauce, killer barbecue sauce. Years ago, if it isn't the air compressor kicking in, guys, it's the stupid train unit when I'm trying to talk, okay? These machines don't like me, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I killed a hog one year there, bow hunting. And Miss Daisy took that hog, I quartered it, took back straps out, quartered it. And she took a big roasting pan, left the bone in. We left the bone, just cut the hoof off, you know, skinned it out. She just peppered it. That's it, pepper. Put it in a big roasting pan, peppered it good, shoved it in the oven, I think 350 for umpteen hours. I don't know, she had 3-4 hours on. And she'd check it, and if it got too much, because you're leaving the fat and everything on, it's basically basting in its own fat and stuff. And she'd take that thing and check it. If she felt it was pulling apart, I think she checked it with a probe too, make sure it's, you know, all the way through. But all the many hours that she cooked it, it was like falling apart off the bone. We pulled it, let it sit on the stove, cool down to where we could handle it. Then her and I went in and we pulled porked it, shredded it up with fingers, put it back in a big pot. I took half whole my own honey and Heinz 57, we mixed it 50-50. We painted a little bit on the pulled pork, put it in the pot. I took it to the job site. I took buns, some potato chips for the troops. I took water, bottled water. I took sodas. I set up on the back of my truck with a turkey cooker and we started warming that stuff up because we put it in the fridge overnight. And I warmed that stuff up and I had it hot and ready to go right at noon when the boys knocked off. I was on a site where I was doing the underground. It was a 37-story building crawling with Mexicans. And there was a group of Mexicans sitting in a truck behind me, and they knocked off for lunch. And I made one of these. I'm sitting on the tailgate eating it, and I'm going like this. And I'm patting my belly. And then I went like this to the head guy there. I went like this. He came over. And I made him up a sandwich. And I said, bite into that. I said, you speak English? See. And I gave him one of those things, guys. His eyes lit up. And I said, bring your crew over here. I had a big pot. I mean, this thing, I could feed 50 people. And these guys started whistling and coming off the structure. And I had a crew around a huge crew around my truck. I was swarmed. It looked like killer bees was on me, guys. These guys were swarming me. And I said, have at it, boys. Clean that pot out. And they were so thankful. And then the black guys come out too. And I said, get over it. They're all hesitant, you know, the black guys and all, they're all hesitant. And I said, get over here and get a sandwich and tell me what you think of this barbecue sauce. I said, you guys are supposed to be the pros on barbecue sauce. And them guys lit into that, and they're going, oh my God, Steve-O, this is fantastic. I said, yep, this is the best barbecue sauce I've ever had in my life. I said, it's an old family recipe. I'll bet it is. I bet what all stuff you got in there. I said, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I know one thing that's in there is honey, and my bees made it. And the other half of it is Heinz 57 steak sauce. What? I said, yes, sir. That's it. That's as tough as it gets. They said, oh my God, this is the best stuff I've ever had. And I'm a barbecue guy. I said, well, there you go. 2 ingredients. I said, find a beekeeper and get your raw honey and put in that 50-50 with Heinz 57, and there you go, buddy. They were so happy with that. It was unbelievable. So anyway, there's a tip from Steve-O. Bees are doing good down on the waterfront, coming along. These things, all these hives, guys. All these hives were baby hives when I took them down there. So they are blowing up and fattening up. All you got to do is get bees on a crop. Just get your bees on a crop. So I've got this crop. It's starting to wind down, but cabbage I've seen go all the way to September. September 15th, pepper's going to pop. Of course, the hurricanes are going to pop, so let's hope I don't get my bubble popped on this deal. But it's always a pucker up every year on these things. You don't know. But the man upstairs, I hope's watching out for old Steve-O, but he has in the past. I put some bees underwater before because of my own stupidity, but I'm learning. And I've got people watching. And if things get hairy, I can rush in, get the bees out, do an emergency check out, and put them back in after the disaster or whatever. Yeah, I can come to high ground. My base camp here is sitting at right about 25 elevation, so I'm not too bad a shape here. My old place in Palm Harbor was at 65 elevation, if you can imagine. And I wasn't that far from the coast, but was sitting on a big hump. But that was in a subdivision. Yeah. Actually, I had bees in the backyard. Nobody knew about it. But you can still have like 3 hives in the backyard, and as long as you're not directly impacting somebody, hey, you're good to go. Anywhere in Florida, you guys can have bees in your backyard if you want to. Just be mindful you're not going to stick them up against a fence where you got kids and dogs and chickens or whatever on the other side where they can get attacked. You know, common sense. And that's the way you can do it. I mean, you can raise all your own honey, but you gotta have bees put them on a crop. Now here, there's nothing going on other than some local flowers and this and that. Now there is some pepper here, September 15th. These bees here at the house will fatten up. I'm within range of a fairly good pile of pepper. But where I'm at down on the waterfront, I mean, it's just jam up down there. I mean, we should really do well there. So I can go in. I got, like I said yesterday, I had visions of grandeur there. Putting them on because the bees were building up so fast. I said, wow. So anyway, I'm going to be going in regularly. I think about the 15th, I got to have this cataract surgery thing. So I want to rob some stuff down there on that. And I want to make up some more two-frame nooks. The 8th of next month, I should get into these two-framers out back. We've got at least 5 colonies there, but I want to make up at least 5 more. We can rob a frame from each, and we won't hurt them colonies at all. You'll still be able to rob some resources, make more queens, and make honey too. And that's going to be our deal from now on. We're going to build up quite a few more 8-frame boxes, and I think I'm going to try to run them in doubles and just harvest off of those weekly, whatever. We just do these little mini scrape and drain things. Like today, what do we got? 16 bottles, 16-pound bottles, 16 1-pound bottles. Yeah. And I'm going to take some. I'm going to take to my landlords. I got 4 of them, and I'm going to give them a couple bottles apiece just to keep them, get a grin on their face. And that's where we're going to go. Keep these people happy. Keep your landlords happy. Share that honey. And you're going to get the best, the best thing you can get is word of mouth. Don't piss anybody off. Do whatever this landlord wants. I mean, you just do their rules, whatever it is. These guys are flexible. They don't, but just don't get a bunch of bees cranked up in their yards to where somebody's going to start getting nailed, because you're going to get the boot. And when you do, you've lost a lot of income if you're in a jam up location like I've got. I've got 4 locations that are jam up, and this one in the far north here, up by the Wiki Preserve, I'm real close to a hunting preserve that has got a lot. I went through that place. There's quite a bit of gallberry and saw palmetto in there. So I'm in an easy fly for my bees. It's only, at maximum, we're only talking, guys, a mile and a half, and they should be able to deal with that just fine. And I should be able to pull out in April, May of next season in 25 a very nice crop of saw palmetto and gallberry in that location. So I got to take care of these people, keep them sweetened up with honey. You keep your bride sweetened up with honey and whatever else she wants, okay? You're Miss Daisy. Because if you have a happy wife, you got a happy life, buddy. And I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed that Trump speech last night. That man has got it going on, guys. And I have worked in past for guys just like him. True Americans, hardworking. They like their people, and if you do them a good job, they'll take care of you, okay? That's what we need. People that know how to make money, not blow money. Because the idiots that we have in now, that's all they know how to do, is steal money from the taxpayer, put it in their pocket, and screw you. That's their deal, okay? So you don't ever want to vote Democrat ever again, okay? Let's change up. Let's get all these corrupt dog turds out of office and get Republicans in. Now we've got some crooks on that side too. Oh yeah, they're there. You know who they are. We don't have to call out their name. We know who they are. We'll get shed of them, and we're gonna move forward to make America great again, guys. You gotta love it. See you real soon. Be happy, be strong. We got to keep getting her on. See ya.